Copper. 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 Everybody loves copper. Hey, what about brass? Now, a lot of these channels, they make a big deal about the copper and stuff. Ooh, Bear Bright #1. There's some stuff that was used on some roofing flashing. So track lighting wire, flat wire. That's copper #1. This is copper #2 or 3. I'm just going to sell it all as #2. I got this little pile going here. That's from busted up air conditioners. That's a little bit of brass going here. I got a million of these. These I'm not even going to bother with until next winter time. Add that to the brass pile. Add that to the faucet pile. There's some copper. There's some more copper. And that's some brass. I'll put that in a separate pile because those are actually easier to process. But I ain't gonna touch that really. These aren't too bad. They're easy to process. That I have no idea what that is. Plastic. Can't really sneak that in the pile. I have no idea what's in the bag. A little more brass. Brass is actually, I don't know, brass is actually not really a bad deal. Those nails are copper. That stuff is supposed to keep going down in price. Especially all that kind of wire. There's my nemesis, cans. Freaking cans. That still needs to be cleaned a little bit more. I will complain about it. Can't really get away with much when it comes to the more valuable metals. Very little wiggle room there. I mean that copper piece on there, that's acceptable as being clean brass. Don't buy it that way. Every yard's got its own rules. That's brass right there. I might be able to get away with selling this as clean brass if I have enough. All pieces of aluminum. Do you ever get, like, even though you have a pile established, suddenly you end up getting confused? I was about to throw this copper into this empty barrel here. The bad thing about doing this out here is, especially if you're into like micro scrapping, you could end up losing quite a bit of material into the ground. Just getting stepped on, you know. That's just This is steel, I think. Like after cleaning up this yard, I've been finding, I think I found maybe 10 pounds of brass, like embedded in the ground, like these nails right here. Some of them are copper and some aren't. That actually weighs a good 6 pounds or so. So, what I think I'll do is drag some of them in the shop and take my Sawzall. Clean that stuff up to a number 2 level of clean. Or you could get more. You could do number 1. Okay, you're losing money there. No, not really. How do you figure? Why do my commenters have a different voice? I don't know. Those are frustrated and angry. I don't know. Well, maybe the yards you guys deal with might be able to, but I'm about to throw it to that barrel, and this is good enough to just go straight into that bin there. This, you have to take the faucet off. And then I'm good there. That's clean enough. This is definitely clean enough. Alright, breakdown brass, and putting it in this bucket here. I don't know, I think that's clean enough. King, it looks like you have a fortune in copper there. You know, to a lot of these scrappers on YouTube, that might be, but whew, if you're me, you would know right away it's not enough. But this isn't good. I mean, I got a little piece of brass hiding under there, a little piece right there, cans all over, a little piece of aluminum there. I'm trying to get all that together right there. Lord, what a mess I've created for myself, huh? So what the heck do I do with this bucket of copper? I mean, brass. I'll put this right here. And I'll drag this one inside. Separating out all that. My daughter was supposed to help me today. She blew me off for her boyfriend. That sucks. Not starting out on the right foot there, I guess. Alright, I got that there. That stuff's already been cleaned up. I'm trying to organize it in my head, and I'm just letting you guys along for the ride here. I am bad at organizing. Don't think I'll ever get there. But if I ever did, man, I'd be a millionaire. Because I have the drive, but this move, this ongoing move, it's like a saga. I don't have time not to, but I don't have time to invest in it the way I need to when it comes to moving, you know, and to do it right. Not by myself anyway. If I had somebody helping, but they would have to be doing it for nothing, because the value of their helping me would be negated by the cost of them helping me. So it's like, why have them helping? And then I have to even find more stuff to keep my head above water. It's almost like scrapping is really meant to be done as a part-time fourth job. Like if it's a job, it would be like your, not even a third job, like a fourth job. But to do it full-time, unless you have somebody getting you launched, or unless you really have the entire correct setup from the word go, it's hard to do. I mean, you know, being married and having a family and the constraints of that and the bills that come along with that cause me to need to live off of the income that I'm making from this. So there really isn't a whole lot to reinvest into the operation, time-wise and money-wise. You know, that this gets the last, I mean, how can I say it? The money needed to fund paying the water bill and the mortgage and the electric bill and the tuition, that comes first. What comes last is tools that are needed. Well, I gotta find them or buy them from that crappy store, Harbor Freight, or improvise. There's really nothing else you can do about it. I don't know. It's not doom and gloom. This is reality. It's like, without like having a business degree, well, I definitely wouldn't be doing this if I had a business degree. But yeah, I don't know. I just know that without enough money to get it going, look, you know what would really help is if my channel was monetized. And I tried to do that for the 5th time with my daughter. We went on a computer and it had the right software and all that, and the computer said that I was monetized and stuff like that, and I have it connected to her bank account and all that, and I guess there's a problem with that, because her bank account is her name and my name is on the YouTube account, and the two don't jive or something. Something's blocking my ability to monetize the channel. I don't know what it is. That's all I can think of what it is. I know I use a mobile device to make my videos, and I'm Googling all kinds of like tutorials on how to do. I can't. My eyes glaze over. I can't follow them. You know, a lot of them, they're speaking English, but you know, they have a heavy Indian or Pakistani accent, and it's really hard, and they're speaking fast, or what I perceive to be fast, and I'm like rewinding it, playing it over and over, because even though I can understand their English, they're like speaking so fast that I'm like, what do you say? What do you say? It's like, I only have so much time to devote to something that's not giving me a return anyway. You know, getting the channel monetized. How much time should I spend each day trying to pursue that effort if the money isn't coming in? How much time should I put into that when the hand is out for the bills to be paid, the insurance bill, the hand is out for it? Now, if I spend my whole day trying to monetize a channel for like the 6th time, then, okay, that's a day completely gone that I could have been driving around looking for scrap and making $100 or whatever. Or I could have been like working on getting my place cleared out, okay, or whatever, instead of doing that for like the 6th time. Now, I get a lot of people going, how come your channel's not monetized? I try to explain, and you get a lot of people commenting, oh, I'm not listening, oh, don't waste your breath, blah, blah, blah. No, then do it for me, because something is stopping it, okay? And it's not like my channel is filled with like vulgarity or, inappropriate viewing. I don't know. Something that I'm doing, you know what I mean? This really coarse saw blade right here really makes everything shake around. Well, you could be making money instead of like yapping and I'm just making a video. I'm just informing people and sharing, because I get so many people asking the same question. How come your channel got monetized? I don't know. I tried. I don't know. I'm not an expert. When people start, talking, geek to me, I have geek. I think it's a language, yeah. My eyes glaze over. I go into a trance, like, huh? What? No idea what they're saying. Like, some of them, they give like the display of the screen. You can't even really see it. Using a mobile device, it's really small and stuff like that. The screen. And they're like, move the cursor here. I'm like, huh? You lost me. What are you saying? Yeah. To make a video, you just need to edit and point the camera and show some action that people might be interested in. But to monetize the channel, that would bring in some cash, man, some much needed cash. But honest to God, it's beyond me. If I tried to do something 5 times and had no success at it, okay, I'm doing something wrong. It's not me doing it. I'm putting it to my daughter, who, younger people who are supposed to be more savvy with the gadget, right? And the technology and the typing, the whole thing that goes along with it, right? If I put it off to them and they can't do it, and then they tell me, I don't know. My daughter flipping out. She's like, I don't know what's wrong, Dad. I don't know. I can't figure it out myself. I don't know. I'm like, damn, man, if you can't figure it out. Yeah. You know what? That's pretty much, though, the story of my life, though, is like, the money would be too easy. Okay, for me, I have to endure cuts and scrapes and bangs and bruises and sweat and toil to make a few dollars, to have money coming in, doing something that I like, kind of enjoy. I kind of enjoy actually making these silly videos and stuff like that, and making people laugh. Because my channel is not about a how-to. Like some of them are like, and to take this microwave apart, you do. No, okay. There's so many other channels out there that are so much better at showing you how to take a microwave apart or take a motor apart than mine. Okay, mine would be pointless. Do you ever smell like an electrical motor? Like, you know, you could tell when the motor is like, smells like it's like on the cusp of going kaput, but it's still working. It's giving no outward signs, but you can smell it though. That's where we're at with this. And this dang thing, this cheap Chinese voice does not work very well. As you can see. Everything they make in that country is like, do they actually make anything good? Fireworks. There you go. Kinda. Like the top brands are better than the cheap ones. And if anybody, here's something to take apart. A long time ago, like when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, you know, I used to take the firecrackers. I take the firecrackers and, you know, that I would find on the 5th of July. I know. Well, look, I've always been a scrapper. So even like as like a little kid, I'd go riding my bike up and down the alleys and streets where people would like have big front yard or back alley fireworks displays. And there'd be a gazillion fireworks. And I'd take like a broom and a shovel. I had like a couple of bins and buckets strapped onto my bicycle, and I'd get the broom and I'd sweep up, and then people would be, "Oh, thank you, and who are you?" You know, they'd give me a couple dollars, but what I was really after was the firecrackers. And yeah, back in the day, the firecrackers, this is before 9/11, okay? How much the world has changed. The firecrackers used to be wrapped in old Chinese newspaper, but now, and the gunpowder was loose. So you could open them up and take the gunpowder out, and you could make like an even bigger firework. You can make really dangerous, but you know, whatever. You can make like a really big, huge monster bomb out of it. Well, you can't do that anymore, okay? You know why? It's because the new firecrackers, or new, you know, the ones in the last almost 20 years, there's no there's gunpowder in there, but it's encapsulated in this like a brittle type of like, I don't even know what you would call it. It's sort of like a hardened like clay mixture which encases it. And there's no powder actually it's mixed in it. So you can't make a fizz bomb out of the firecrackers like I would do, like, you know, like the old Bugs Bunny or, you know, Roadrunner cartoons. I'd take like a whole bunch of that firecracker powder. I'd spend like the next like 3 days on wrapping the firecrackers. I'd make like a trail like about 20 feet long, right? And I'd throw a match on it and they'd just go shoo, like that. And at nighttime it would it was really bright. I was like, wow. I thought it was fun. The neighbors were like looking out the window. Make a massive cloud too. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun. But that's what I did with the firecrackers. I would find, you know, the ones that didn't blow up and no longer had a wick, so they weren't safe to actually light. You could throw them into a burning fire, and most of them would pop. Like if you had a garbage can burning, you could throw some in there and they'd pop. If you threw too many in there, too many pops from the firecrackers would probably put the fire out, which would happen a lot of times. So, yeah. So, how did I get off on that tangent? Oh, yeah. My channel is not the one to go look at, to go learn anything from, because most everybody already knows how to, or there's better channels to go and look at, like Moose Scrapper and stuff like that. How to get gold out of circuit boards, or how to take a motor apart. Not my channel. any other channel wouldn't be using a voice. Like, I can't imagine like Ian Matthews having a voice, some cheap ass voice from China, and then as he's cutting it, the pipe going sagging down like that. People would be like, yeah, we're not gonna watch this guy. He's got like something going on there. I just realized that this thing while I'm yapping, this is copper. I'm gonna put it in the brass bucket over there. But it's copper. This piece right here on the end looks like it might be brass though. So we're gonna chop that off there. I mean, yeah, if the channel was monetized, I mean, the electricity at home is about to be cut off, okay, for non-payment of bill, okay? And electricity is really expensive. It's phenomenally expensive. At least where I live, in Illinois, it's really expensive. And, you know, back in the day, Commonwealth Edison has the name of the company, the power company. They used to be really cool about letting the bill go. You know, the bill would like go on for eons, not being paid. I once had a house, and I didn't pay the bill for a year, and they didn't cut it off. Okay, but they're not like that anymore. I did pay the bill eventually, but they never cut the juice off. It was amazing. I thought, wow, this is the coolest of all the utilities. The electric company is the coolest of all of them because they're very understanding, but they're not quite like that anymore. They're kind of tightwaddish. They're a little stingy there with their product. All right, what I got to do is stop yapping, and I'm gonna get that piece off there. And yeah, this is all stuff nobody needs to see being done because anybody that watches the scrapping channel has got so many better channels to watch when it comes to micro scrapping. There's my Gaylord box. I'm going to move this to the other shop over there. And what do we got here? See, I have so many treasures and so many different places and stuff like that. I got that. I got little pieces of brass tucked away here and there. It's crazy, huh? I see money everywhere, Kingdom. You shouldn't be broke. You should have that bill paid. Yeah, exactly. But I'm one guy. One freaking guy doing. It's not just scrapping that I'm responsible for. I'm a dad. I have a kid to pick up from school. Every day I have to go and get the kid. If the wife's working, I have to pick her up. I have an older daughter. I gotta take care of that. You know, there's a house to take care of. There's yard work to do. There's cars that need repair. There's more than this, okay? I know I haven't expanded the channel out and showing all that kind of family stuff so much. It's like other channels, like Tucker Upper, etc. But, you know, this channel is mostly about scrapping, so unless I feel it would fit the need of the channel, I'm going to kind of keep it more about the, I don't even know what this stuff is made out of. Yep. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Probably another video today. Probably another free video. Like it's been for a year or more. Bye. Talk to you later. Or talk to you soon. Bye.